Welcome to another episode of Mental Health with Ifeoma. Okay, I'm really sorry, but I'm finding it a bit difficult to get used to this whole makeup thing. I had a studio session earlier in the day and had to get a face beat, because of the camera and all that. And so I had to carry it into this. I hope you like it. I like it, I guess, but it's a little bit strange. All right, so it's another Sunday, and like I would always say, work begins on Monday, but the week actually starts on Sunday. So spare yourself a bit of time to lay out your week. That way you easily flow into the week and you achieve more when you have plans, when you are directed, when your logical brain, your emotional brain are all working together. All right, in the coming weeks and months, hopefully we'll be talking about how emotion drives or sabotages success. So today I'll just take a little time to lay the foundation we will be running on. I'll be talking about the 4 categories of information that the emotional brain stores. These information determine to a large extent, or rather how we use these information determine to a large extent whether we will be successful at what we set out to do or not. All right, so basically, like we said earlier from the foundation of this program, that the basic function of the brain is survival instinct. And the larger part of this task is dependent on the emotional brain. What the brain is there to do is to keep us alive and to help us thrive. So what are these 4 categories of information that the brain stores? First are the pleasurable experiences that we've had. Second are the painful experiences that we've had. Third are the garbages, the different things about ourselves that we have had, like when people tell you you can't do this, you're stupid, you're sluggish, you're beautiful, you're ugly, what did you do on that stage? You stand on the stage and people laugh at you, or you stand on the stage and people clap. All of those things are the things that your brain stores. And then the final part of it are the things that you're really passionate about. Your emotional brain stores the things that you're passionate about. And so in life, you see that because your emotional brain is there to keep you alive, it tends to drive you towards pleasure. It's easy for you to wake up in the morning and the first thing you do is to reach for your phone. Not because you want to look for any business mails, to respond to business mails, except if you have grown yourself to that point, which we'll be talking about in later weeks, but usually to just go through social media, what's going on WhatsApp, what's going on Facebook, on Instagram. You want to catch the latest news, you want to enjoy the gossip, the play, the fun going on social media. It's also very common for your brain to come up with a lot of reasons why you shouldn't go out to have your 30 minutes walk in the morning, or if you have decided to run, why you shouldn't go out to run. If you have decided to gym, whatever exercises that bring in, your brain is going to find a lot of reasons to block you from doing those things. It's also the reason why it's easy for you to eat a lot of meat, eat a lot of carbs, eat a lot of sweets, chocolates, ice cream, things like that, because they are pleasurable. And that also explains why it is more difficult for you to eat vegetables, because they are less pleasurable. And finally, there are people who are very passionate about football. You know, so wherever they see anything kickable, they're kicking. There are people who are so passionate about writing. Once they pick up a pen or they're on the laptop, they're writing a story. They're very good with storytelling, painting. These are things that come naturally to them, things that they are very passionate about. Or even people who are very passionate about becoming doctors or lawyers and have found paths that can lead them to those things. And so every day they put in a lot of work into those things. They have become very passionate about it. And so they wake up in the morning, their brain is remembering one information they need to check out, the other information they need to check out. And so sometimes you find that such people keep notepads and writing materials by their bedside, because they could wake up in the middle of the night and their brain has found something they need to write down immediately. So you see that it has almost become autopilot for their brains to fund the things that they are passionate about. And so I'll end it right here today. Remember that there are 4 categories of information that your brain stores: pleasure, pain, the garbages that you have heard about yourself, and the things that you're passionate about. By next week, we'll take them one after the other to see how these things affect our success or sabotage it. And so until I see you again next week, you know what? Be well and live your best life. Thank you.